Welcome back. Today I'm going to do the column. I'm going to use this piece of aluminium that I've cast. Now this aluminium is way oversized, so what I'm going to do is going to put it on my pallet, square up 3 edges on the sides, and then cut it narrower. So I think this thing is around 70 millimeters in width, and the drawing calls for 40, but it is tape angled on the sides here, so that's why I'm going to square it up first on the 3 sides, and then cut it down and do the rest of the machining afterwards. I don't need to indicate anything on here because it's going to come out square anyway. Okay, I've zeroed the arrow. I'm going to move it over 130 millimeters plus 16, which is the width of the end mill. So 146. And that will give me my final dimension, or the length of this part. I'm going to cut it in steps again. Okay, now I can cut this end off on the bandsaw. If you're wondering why I'm not using a vise, this table is going to give me better access to the part, especially when I'm cutting angles. And I can get a side mill finish on the top surface, which I can't do in a vise. Okay, my next step is to do this taper here on the edges. The base is 40 wide and the top is 20, and then from 40 millimeters from the top, it's got a slope running up to 10 millimeters from the bottom. So now I've marked out with marking blue on my part here. So I'm just gonna run it end mill here on the side, close to the line, and I'll clean up this section here right up to the line. And then this end I need to change the block, but I'm first gonna rough out the bulk. Repeat this process on the side, but I'll do that off camera. Okay, left my 123 block here as a fence, so it's still square with the machine. I've got a V block and a tool in here, working, checking my scribe line so that everything is in parallel. So I'm confident that when I cut this, I should be following that line to the number. Okay, because of this very narrow section that I'm clamping down on, I'm going to take step cuts to reduce the amount of cutting force. Okay, I've got a small little center line here and a hole marked here, and I've used my center pin to align them to get the part straight. So now what's left to do is just to drill these two holes here on this face, and then flip the part around to do the ports. I'm going to take this hole up to 12 millimeters with the end mill. because I don't have any reamers. Plan calls for this hole to be 8 millimeters. So I'm going to drill it with a 7 millimeter drill bit and then ream it with a 8 millimeter end mill. Okay, the plan calls for 2 holes here on the top, just above this hole that I've drilled here. And it's 6 millimeters apart, 2.5 millimeter holes. The one will be your inlet and the other will be the exhaust valve or port. I've moved over 12 millimeters and offset 3 millimeters from center. The hole needs to be 7 millimeters deep. Okay, I've got my angle plate fixed here. Now I know this side is 10 millimeters wider than this side here. So I've got a 10 millimeter tool on top of my 1 to 3 block here. And on the side the part is flush on the 1 to 3 block. So I know this thing will be perfectly flat. So I'm going to edge fine on this corner here and then drill this inlet port on this side. If I was a youngster, I would have drilled the exhaust port with this socket to make it a free flow, but I'm not, so I'm gonna stick with the 2.5 millimeter. If I drill in 7 millimeters, I should intersect with the port there. fits through. Okay, so rinse and repeat for exhaust port. The other one is inlet port. So this one is going to go on top of the unit, or the column. And I only need to edge fine on this edge here because I'm already on center. If I drill in 15 millimeters, the hole should intersect. The last two holes on the bottom needs to be tapped. That's it, they're both done. At first glance it looks simple, but it's got quite a lot of features that you need to get spot on. And it was a nice little challenge. Not very hairy, but I think if you're not used to doing things with different curves and stuff, then it will be a little bit of a challenge. Now I've blended in the corners here on a belt sander, and other than that I think it came out nice. Now I want to give a shout out to one of my friends and also a fellow maker. His channel is Rusty Inventions, and it's run by Andre, and he's busy with the exact same engine, and he's doing it using a lathe and his bandsaw. So if you want a different perspective on how to make one of these machines or engines, you can have a look at his channel. Now what I'm going to do is I'll leave a link in my in the description, and then you can check him out and give him some support. Hope you enjoyed this build. Until next time, cheers.